Hello. Today is July 10th, 2019. I hope you're doing well. Um, Today we're going to talk about love, or rather, what love is not. um, so, Something interesting that I've taken notice of, or just realized recently, is when a person may claim to feel love or have love for another person, but they kind of pick and choose how to display it, how to manifest that love, and how and when to withhold it, this quote love. So it's kind of like a person, it's more of a power play than anything having to do with love. And that's not to say that when we feel love for an individual, if that is even a thing, we cannot possess love as our own and kind of divvy it out according to our own calculations. That's not how love works. We serve love. But anyway, we're going to put it this way just to keep this simple. So when we feel like we have affection for a person and we look at it as love, and yet we are sectioning it out according to our own personal feelings, our own whim, even. That's something else. Because when love is displayed, that's the actual better way of expressing this. Instead of saying when we love someone, because that's really a misnomer that we use. But in any event, when true love is displayed, it's not catering to our personal whims and feelings and emotions. As much as people want to believe that love has everything to do with your emotions, according to my experience, that's not the case. Love moves the way love moves. It doesn't contort itself into something because I want to do this and I want to call what I'm doing love. Well, I can behave however I want. I can move around in this place however I want. But to call something love when it is something that I am manipulating, and I don't mean manipulating in an evil way or something. I just mean it's something that I'm taking control of and deciding how it's going to do what it does. That's not love. When we are in servitude, yes, servitude to the all-powerful love, it's we're servants. We don't pick and choose who and when and how it's going to be manifest. When it moves through us, it moves us in a certain direction. And very oftentimes, it's not a direction that our personal desires necessarily wants it to be. And that's what we find again and again and again and again. That what we signed up for is to put our own opinions and feelings and emotions away. I won't even say on the back burner, in the trash. because then it muddies the waters, and then we start calling something love that's not love. Anyway, kind of strayed a bit, but it's just something that I've been. I keep stepping on this thing. It's something I've been noticing lately that people, we've done this, and I'm sure I've done it too, because I'm a people. But what we do is we we call something a thing that it's not, and you know because we feel like there's that person in front of me and I ought to be loving that person. And what kind of a horrible person am I going to be if I say anything else? Or if I even sort of believe anything else? How could I not love this person in front of me or feel affection toward this person, compassion, and all of these things? How can I not have true concern on the deepest level for this person? Or what most people would say, just love this person. We're gonna keep throwing that term out because that's what people are used to hearing. So that's what we feel. I'm looking at this person and I'm saying this person is this, that, and the other thing. And that equals I ought to, quote, love that person. I think a lot of people are in that boat right now. It's like when the real truth of the matter is the opposite. Whether it is whatever kind of feelings that are really going on inside of us toward that person. Maybe we have some resentment toward that person. Maybe there's some things that have been swept under the rug, whether between the two of us or things that have happened that I've swept under the rug because I don't want to deal with them having to do with that person or whatever. There's stuff. But instead of having to delve into all that garbage, I'd rather just, put that little tag on it saying, no, I love the person. But in the meantime, what happens is whatever those true feelings are, they're just moving around inside and not feeling good. Yet I've got to go on with this smile plastered on my face, so to speak, pretending that I have affection for this person when that's not really the case. And that's how, or at least one of the reasons that, people will articulate, yes, I love you, but this is how I love you. And this is how I don't, and this is how, not how I don't love you, this is how I love you. And you see, that's right there. This is how I love you. So, well, right now we know. So just with that statement alone, we see, okay, so we've actually said the L word, but when we start talking about how I'm going to make it do the thing, then that erases the L word. It's a power thing, because whatever is going on for real that's unresolved is feeding the monster inside. It's eating away at the person inside. And so I don't really want to do the thing that society's telling me I ought to be doing for you. I don't feel the feelings that everybody around me is telling me I ought to feel, and so on and so forth. So anyway, this is just a part one because I've been at my destination, but we are definitely going to do a part two on this because I suspect that this is something that very many of us experience or have experienced. And whether we're feeling this or we felt toward that another person is feeling this way in our direction. So anyway, we'll do that. But that was just an introduction. So as always, we want to wish you much love. Thank you. Bye.